group, okay? My topic platelet disease, right? Which includes ITP and hemophilia. Both of these are important questions asked almost every alternate years. ঠিক আছে? Easy topic, but it is asked alternate years, every alternate years, right? So the purview is hemorrhagic disorders, right? So when do you bleed? কখন মানে if you can classify it under different heads, firstly your blood vessels can be responsible. Secondly, your platelets. The point to be noted here is that it is about deficiency or dysfunction. It means that qualitative or quantitative defects of platelet. Same thing applies for anemia, okay? Qualitative defect of hemoglobin, as in case of qualitative RBC defect can also cause anemia, like sickle cell anemia, and obviously quantitative defects as well, like anemia of blood loss, right? Similarly, qualitative or quantitative defects of platelet. Then we have coagulation pathway derangements, okay? And it can be alone or in combination, right? So if you talk about bleeding disorders, the least important as of now is the vessel wall abnormalities, okay? How does it present? It presents with petechiae and purpura of the skin and mucous membranes, okay? Do we know what is a petechiae and a purpura? These are pinpoint bleeding spots, okay? Which are characteristic of any blood vessel disorder or platelet disorder, right? However, hemorrhage into joints, muscles, menorrhagia, nosebleeds, GI bleeds, hematuria, all these things can be presenting features as well. Then purpura in general has been related to decreased platelet count, ঠিক আছে? যখন platelet count কমে যায় স্কিনে ব্লিডিং স্পটস অ্যাপিয়ার করে। এক্ষেত্রেও ব্লাড ভেসেল অ্যাবনর্মালিটিস এর ক্ষেত্রেও হতে পারে। দ্যাটস ওয়াই avascular purpura is also known as non-thrombocytopenic purpura. Thrombocytopenia means reduction in platelet count, right? Ekhane if these conditions are occurring due to isolated vessel wall abnormality, তাহলে platelet count normal থাকবে and also tests of coagulation. Do we know of prothrombin time, partial thromboplastin time? These are tests for coagulation. They will be normal, which assess the coagulation pathway. We have read about coagulation pathway in physiology, right? Next, what are the causes of the blood vessel wall abnormalities? We have infections such as meningococcemia, septicemia, drug reactions which is mediated by immune complex, HSP, Henoch squalene purpura. Have we heard of this disease? It is very common in the pediatric age group. ঠিক আছে ওই সময় we get questions on this. Then hereditary hemorrhagic telangiectasia, TGF beta signaling, collagen defects, scurvy. We have all heard about bleeding gums in scurvy, right? Then perivascular amyloidosis, all these things can cause bleeding, okay? But for your exam point of view in pathology, every alternate year's question is asked about platelet disorders and hemophilia. So special emphasis on ITP and hemophilia, okay? But first, a quick sneak peek into thrombocytopenia. Thrombocytopenia, what is thrombocytopenia? Count is below 1.5 lakhs per cubic millimeter, okay? But when is it critical? When the value goes below 20,000. So 20,000 is the critical alert value. It can cause spontaneous bleeding. So in lab settings, if a patient's blood platelet is 20,000, we actually call the patient to inform him because he's always at a risk of a spontaneous hemorrhage. If the value is between 20,000 to 50,000, there is chance of post-traumatic bleeding. When I was an intern, it was the dengue epidemic season. So every day we had platelet, every alternate day daily platelet count পাঠাতে হতো। তো যাদের 20,000, 24,000 এরকম আসতো, they were even asked to brush using the fingers, not the toothbrush, because anything can cause, any sort of trivial trauma also can give rise to bleeding. So precautions, চুল আঁচড়াতে বারণ করা হতো, এরকম ছোট ছোট জিনিসও অ্যাডভাইস করা হতো। তারপরে why is platelet so much important in bleeding? because it forms the link between primary hemostasis and secondary hemostasis. We have read about this in physio. So following an injury to the vessels, the platelets adhere and aggregate to form the primary hemostatic plaque, and then it activates the coagulation system, which lead to secondary hemostasis and ultimately formation of fibrin clot. Next, platelet presents with hemorrhage, platelet disorders, deficiency, present with hemorrhage in skin mucous membrane of GI, GU tracts. Most feared is intracranial bleeding. It is rare, but may be a possibility, so we must keep the patient under scanner. Proper monitoring is needed, right? When thrombocytopenia is isolated, PT, APTT are normal. PT, APTT, these are commonly performed tests to assess your coagulation pathway. Let's come to the causes of thrombocytopenia. There are 4 causes, right? So this is actually a repetition of the last slide. So 4 causes bolte, first is decreased production, next is decreased survival. Okay? So decreased production can be due to defect in the bone marrow. What are the precursor cells of platelet? Platelet koththeke toiri hoy? Megakaryocytes, budding of the cytoplasm of megakaryocyte. So megakaryocyte is a physiological dash cell, giant cell. ठीक है, physiological giant cell 3-4 আছে, osteoclast আছে, trophoblastic cells of placenta, megakaryocytes, right? So what is the condition which is associated with bone marrow failure? সব কিছু কমে যাচ্ছে, pancytopenia or aplastic anemia, ঠিক আছে? তাহলে এগুলো may be cause of decreased production of platelets. Or you can have diseases such as bone marrow replacement by leukemic cells. So leukemia te blood count 1 lakh হয়ে যাচ্ছে, WBC count, তাহলে কেন প্লেটলেট কমে যাচ্ছে? ম্যারো ইজ হাইপারসেলুলার। লিউকেমিয়াতে তো কাউন্ট অনেক বেশি থাকে, তো ম্যারো তো ফাংশন করবে, তাহলে why is the platelet count low in leukemia? Because the marrow is packed with abnormal cells. This class is also packed with students, right? কিন্তু তোমরা যদি না এসে তোমরা নার্সিং স্টুডেন্টদের দিয়ে ক্লাস ভরিয়ে দিতে, তো তোমরা 80 জন আসো, 80 জন তোমরা আছো, 80 জন নার্সিং আছো, but it will look like the class is packed, but it will not serve the purpose, right? So your bone marrow in leukemia is hypercellular, cell hi cell. Your peripheral blood is also, it will look almost like a marrow, but those cells will not serve the purpose. They are blast cells, they are abnormal cells, okay? They are not normal cells. So functioning cells are replaced, right? So platelet, megakaryocyte সেগুলো কমে যাচ্ছে, blast cells বেড়ে যাচ্ছে. So conditions such as aplastic anemia, leukemia, malignant infiltration into the marrow will cause decreased production of platelets, okay? Decreased platelet survival like your ITP. So আমাদের question হচ্ছে এই ITP, because this is a question that is asked, okay? তাছাড়া autoimmune causes, SLE, drug, infection. Then we have non-immunological destruction like DIC. DIC very important, I think it's your next lecture is on DIC. Then sequestration, which is hypersplenism and dilution, okay? So this was the slide, the previous slide. So here also I had written decreased production, decreased survival, sequestration and dilution. So what is hypersplenism? And what is the difference between hypersplenism and splenomegaly? I could have written splenomegaly. দুটোতেই স্প্লিনের সাইজ বেড়ে যাবে, বাট ডিফারেন্সটা কি? তো splenomegaly is just the spleen is enlarged in size, but hypersplenism is when the spleen starts to eat your blood cells and produce symptoms such as thrombocytopenia, right? So in hypersplenism, normally spleen sequesters 30% of the body's platelets, but এখানে spleen বড় হয়ে গেছে, তো 90% of the spleen can sequester your platelets, and it will result in thrombocytopenia, then dilutional, okay? Now this is the Robbins chart. Why is this important? Because MCQ ashte pare, okay? So dekhe answer koro. The first question, which of the following does not cause thrombocytopenia due to decreased platelet production? Answer ki hobe? These charts don't, you feel like not studying, but everything can be made into an MCQ. Jara examiner hoy tader heaven these charts to give MCQ questions. I've asked about decreased platelet production. This one causes heparin is due to thrombocytopenia, decreased platelet survival, ঠিক আছে? তাহলে আনসার হবে এখানে হেপারিন। তো চার্টগুলো তাই জন্য ইজ ইম্পর্টেন্ট। নেক্সট, which infection causes thrombocytopenia? এটা does not cause হবে। Does not cause thrombocytopenia, your answer will be chicken pox. কারণ কি বাকিগুলো সবগুলোই কিন্তু if you see it causes thrombocytopenia, ঠিক আছে? তার মধ্যে HIV, if you read the chart properly, it causes thrombocytopenia both by decreased platelet production as well as decreased survival, ঠিক আছে? So এই একটা চার্ট থেকে we can create a lot of questions. Chicken pox কিন্তু it can cause thrombocytopenia, but since it is not there in the Robbins, the more preferred answer will be chicken pox here, ঠিক আছে? So controversial questions happen each and every year. When you have a reference textbook, priority is given to what is written in that reference textbook. Next, megaloblastic anemia can be associated with thrombocytopenia, true or false? Cannot true, cannot it is anemia. Folate, vitamin B12 deficiency ultimately impaired DNA synthesis. So there is this asynchrony between nuclear and cytoplasmic maturation, which actually not only affects the RBC, but it can also affect the megakaryocytes. Okay? Next, so we are done with the quantitative defect. Now qualitative defect. So it is defect in the platelet function. So defect in platelet function can be inherited or acquired. Inherited bolte defects in adhesion, aggregation, secretion. We have read about the stages in physio. Acquired defect, aspirin, most commonly used antiplatelet drug. কোন enzyme কে inhibit করে? Cyclooxygenase, and uremia is also the second most common cause. এটার নাম আমরা পড়েছি ফিজিওলজিতে. So these two I have included in the platelet function defects. Bernard-Collier syndrome, it is a recessive disease, ठीक है, autosomal recessive. It is an inherited deficiency of platelet membrane glycoprotein complex 1b9. We have heard about this 1b9. So these are very important. A lot of drugs, this will be taken up in pharmacology class as well. A lot of drugs is designed against these platelet receptors. তার মধ্যে 1b9 আর 2b3 এ দুটো is very important. 1b9 এর deficiency causes Bernard-Collier syndrome. This 1b9 is a receptor for von Willebrand factor. ठीक है? So the first step is addition of platelets to subendothelial matrix. So in Bernard-Collier এটাই হচ্ছে না. So the affected patients have variable, can also have severe bleeding tendencies. ठीक है? Now this B is for big platelets. So questions is asked sometimes, mostly when you give big exams, conditions where we get big platelets on the giant platelets in the peripheral blood smear, one of the answer is Bernard-Collier syndrome. And it is not a quantitative defect, it is a qualitative defect due to these deficiency, right? So we will have abnormal platelet function. And the classic test for this is impaired viscosity aggregation. This is something, if you wish, you can remember. And this receptor, as it is deficient, we can pick it up that it is absent on flow cytometry, okay? Next, Glanzmann, এই দুটোই আমি পড়াচ্ছি. Question আসেনি, but you must know it because a lot of MCQ is asked. It is also our autosomal recessive inheritance. This G is for aggregation. আগেরটা ছিল addition defect, this is aggregation defect. 2b3a receptor is deficient or dysfunctional. আগেরটা ছিল von Willebrand factor to the subendothelial collagen. এখানে হচ্ছে bridge formation between platelets and fibrinogen, okay? The bleeding tendency here is often severe. In contrast to the last disease, here we get small discrete platelets. So at least one condition where we get big platelets, you know now. One condition where we get small size platelets on peripheral blood smear, you know now. Next, we are done with blood vessel abnormalities, we are done with platelet abnormalities. So what is remaining? Coagulation pathway defects. Coagulation pathway defects can be inherited or acquired. One of the inherited defect which comes as a question every year is hemophilia. Acquired defects কিছু বলতে পারবে based on your physiology knowledge? Next. So platelets present with purpura petitia. But here we get, for coagulation factor deficiency, we get large post-traumatic ecchymosis or hematoma or prolonged bleeding following a laceration or surgical procedure. Bleeding often occurs in the GI or urinary tract and weight-bearing joints like hemarthrosis, knee hemarthrosis. So all your questions that are till date been asked has mentioned the term hemarthrosis. Okay? So when you see this term in your head, hemophilia and all these things, coagulation factor should ring a bell. Typical stories include patient who oozes blood for days after tooth extraction or develops hemarthrosis after minor stress on a knee joint. So normally the questions are framed giving this kind of a history. ठीक है, long question every alternate year आशे. Most favorite is acute ITP, chronic ITP. So what is ITP? So immune thrombocytopenic purpura, immunity आछे. So it is basically caused by autoantibodies to platelets. ठीक है? This can be acute and chronic. Both of them are asked as questions. So what is acute? It is a disease of children. So a baby, sex is immaterial. It is occurring with equal frequency in both sexes. The symptoms appear abruptly 1 to 2 weeks after self-limited viral illness such as measles, rubella. So this virus is actually attributed to the development of autoantibodies, okay? But what is a good news is that it is a self-limited disorder. It resolves spontaneously within 6 months. Steroids are given if only the thrombocytopenia is severe, okay? So this is the type of question that is asked. 5-year-old male, epistaxis petechiae, following fever 2 weeks back. So what is your diagnosis? Acute ITP. So next we will know about the laboratory investigations and pathogenesis. We will learn subsequently, okay? Next we have chronic ITP. Chronic ITP can be primary or secondary. So what is primary? Primary is idiopathic. There is no known risk factors. And secondary, we have predisposing factors and exposures such as SLE, HIV, CLL and other B-cell neoplasms. The point to be noted here is that primary chronic ITP is a diagnosis of exclusion. So the other causes has to be ruled out if we want to make this diagnosis. In chronic ITP, we have an adult female. Okay, this disease has a female predilection. So in your questions, you will have a 30-year female. Okay, it is insidious in onset. So in your question, in contrast to acute ITP, ekhane you will not have that viral infection wala hint. So it is an adult woman with insidious onset, petechiae or ecchymosis. She might have history of easy bruising, nosebleeds, gingival bleeding, bleeding into soft tissue following minor trauma. May manifest first with melena, hematuria or menorrhagia. Subarachnoid hemorrhage, intracerebral hemorrhage is rare but may be serious, okay? But like I said, for primary ITP, it is a disease of exclusion. So, no splenomegaly, no lymphadenopathy has to be present. So, in your question, you will get that on examination, there was nothing significant on clinical examination. Okay? All these things, if you get in a question, these are pointers for chronic ITP. So, what is the pathogenesis? We know that it is a immune-mediated disorder. So, autoantibodies are formed. Autoantibodies are formed against GP 1B9 or 2B3A, the Bernard-Scholier and Glanzmann one. Demonstrated, the autoantibodies can be demonstrated in up to 80% cases when bound to the platelet surface. These are IgG class. So always there is a chance of transplacental migration, okay. Neonatal alloimmune thrombocytopenia is also a disease which occurs. Antiplatelet antibodies, they act as opsonins which are recognized by the IgG Fc receptors on phagocytes to increase platelet destruction, and this is improved by splenomegaly. Why? Because spleen is the major site for sequestration, so if you remove the chakni, your platelet count will be normal, and mostly, you know, autoantibodies are derived from, these immunoglobulins are derived from plasma cells, okay. So spleen is also rich in plasma cell. So if you remove spleen, there is also the chance of, we remove the source of the autoantibodies. The autoantibodies also bind to and damage the megakaryocytes, leading to decreased platelet production, which further aggravate thrombocytopenia. So if you get this question, because pathogenesis of ITP is asked, it is asked every alternate years. So this is a schematic representation. It is a type 2 hypersensitivity reaction which is complement mediated, right? So this is your platelet which has this GP1B9, 2B3A receptors. The complement will bind to these, and ultimately the complement activation will produce opsonins such as 3CB, an ingestion by the phagocytes of reticuloendothelial system, mostly in spleen, and as a result there will be thrombocytopenia. It is good if you can do a schematic representation, okay? Next, what are the findings in ITP? So it is a decreased thrombocytopenia. Your count will be low, right? Your platelets will be markedly low, but the size will be large, okay, abnormal large. So we have read in Bernard-Collier also, we have got big platelets. Here also we get large platelets, okay. WBCs are normal. It is not something like leukemia or myelodysplastic syndrome. But RBCs can be microcytic hypochromic, but it is due to chronic blood loss, which in turn is due to the decrease in platelets, okay. Next, in the bone marrow, we will have increased megakaryocytes, and they will be immature megakaryocytes which are large, non-lobated, okay. So this is a condition where we have decreased platelet count in your bone marrow, in your peripheral blood, but bone marrow we get increased megakaryocytes, okay. So this indicates that it is not a production deficiency, but it indicates it is a decreased survival of platelets, right. So it is a megakaryocytic thrombocytopenia. So in diagnosis, your bleeding time will be prolonged. So bleeding time is a test which assesses the platelet function, okay. So bleeding time will be prolonged. PT, APTT, which are tests to diagnose your coagulation system, সেগুলো normal থাকবে. Tests for platelet autoantibodies, these may be positive, but they are not done routinely because they have low sensitivity and specificity. In general, splenomegaly is absent in chronic primary ITP, which is a diagnosis of exclusion, and usually steroids are given. And recent IV immunoglobulins and autoantibodies, these are new drugs like rituximab, anti-CD20, at least একটা মনে রাখা ভালো, TPO, mimetics, and all these things can be given. Okay, so next question is 30-year-old lady presenting with hemorrhagic spots in skin mucosa, insidious in onset, no organomegaly or lymphadenopathy. What is your provisional diagnosis? Chronic ITP. Please write the full form, okay? Short form likhbe na. So how will you proceed to diagnosis? Bleeding time and all these things. Basic mechanisms I have shown you, right? In contrast, if you have a question like 5-year-old child presented with purpuric spots, epistaxis, hematuria 3 weeks after viral fever, what will be your diagnosis here? Acute ITP, ঠিক আছে? So we can do the provisional diagnosis. How will you proceed? Peripheral blood smear, bone marrow test for coagulation. Next, what is pseudothrombocytopenia? Anybody? These are all past year's questions. Amar banano question noy. What is pseudothrombocytopenia? What is pseudo? What is the meaning of the term pseudo? False, right? So it is a case where there is a spurious thrombocytopenia. So what is it? It is a in vitro sampling problem, okay? All the blame can be given to the anticoagulant, okay? The anticoagulant which you have used while testing the blood sample has caused clumping of platelets, which mimics a low platelet count. The culprit is mostly EDTA, okay? So EDTA can actually cause some clumping of platelets, and the machines in where we do the platelet count these days, they cannot distinguish between a platelet clump and individual platelets. So they consider that platelet clump, which has many platelets, as a single platelet. So that's why we get a low platelet count, right? Also conditions like multiple myeloma, autoimmune disease, pregnancy, medications like low molecular weight heparin, insulin, antibiotics, and all these things can actually mimic this condition. Next, platelet satellitism is another cause. So platelets are satelliting around the WBCs. Then the sample may be clot. So many platelets may be trapped inside the clot, and the machine cannot detect that clot. So what is the way out? We actually have to do a manual count, right? So right now every test is done by machines, it's true, but we also need the human to be there. We need an expert to actually, like তুমি যদি কারো 20,000 platelet count দিয়ে দাও, so the patient will be having a lot of tension. Mostly tension patient-এরও হবে, patient-এর বাড়ির লোকেরও হবে, clinician-এরও হবে. But actually it was due to these kinds of defects. EDTA-তে হয়ে গেছে, clump হয়ে গেছে. So here is the role that it is a condition which proves that humans are humans, okay? They are more than machines, right? Next, we can also do a second sample run with a different anticoagulant such as citrate to confirm the finding of pseudocytopenia because the EDTA effect will be gone, right? Now there are other entities called thrombotic microangiopathies. We have done ITP. There is also something called TTP. What is TTP? Have you heard that term? Hemorrhagic uremic, hemolytic uremic syndrome term শুনেছো? These are asked in medicine and also in pediatric long questions. বাচ্চাদের হয়। এই termটা you will also hear in micro when you will read E. coli or Shigella and all these things. So এই দুটোতে TTP presents as a pentad. Pentad মানে কি 5টা symptoms থাকবে. You will have fever, thrombocytopenia, decreased platelet count, microangiopathic hemolytic anemia, transient neurological deficits and renal failure. It is caused by deficiency of enzyme ADAMTS13, which is also known as W. von Willebrand factor metalloproteinase. Okay? On the other hand, in HUS, the neurological symptoms are completely absent, but it presents with decreased platelet count and microangiopathic hemolytic anemia. Okay? This is a children disease which occurs in children. Typical HUS presents with infectious gastroenteritis which is caused by E. coli strain. এগুলো কিন্তু প্রত্যেকটা কিছু is asked as a question, and if you read now you can also answer in micro. Next, in both these conditions it is actually the intravascular thrombi which causes microangiopathic hemolytic anemia and thrombocytopenia along with widespread organ dysfunction such as your brain or your kidneys. All these things can be affected, right? Next, every alternate years, short notes are asked on these topics. ITP, I have told you in details. Von Willebrand factor, von Willebrand disease, hemophilia, both laboratory diagnosis can be asked or in general it can be asked, right? So you can get a short note on von Willebrand factor and also von Willebrand disease. So যদি factor আসে তাহলে disease-এর মতো লিখে দিলে কিন্তু হবে না. These two are separate short notes, right? So coagulation pathway, a quick recap. কটা pathway আছে আমাদের? Intrinsic, extrinsic and common pathway. Intrinsic pathway begins with factor 12. Ultimately kintu I just want you to note that factor 8, factor 9, all these things are part of the intrinsic pathway. Extrinsic is factor 7, okay? Ultimately factor 10 is activated. Both pathways activate factor 10. Prothrombin is converted to thrombin and all these things happen, okay? Now factor 8 and von Willebrand factor. So we have entered the purview of von Willebrand factor in hemophilia. These two are best friends. They roam about in the plasma holding hands, okay? So they form a complex and exist together in plasma. The role of factor 8 is that it acts as a cofactor which converts factor 10 into active factor 10 with the help of factor 9, okay? Factor 8 is made by endothelial cells, liver and kidney, while von Willebrand factor is made by endothelial cells and also megakaryocytes, okay? It is present in the alpha granules of platelets. Now, I have written all this thing is that it will form your answer when you get a short note on von Willebrand factor. So, the role of von Willebrand factor is that it increases the half-life of factor 8 in plasma. It, when deposited in the subendothelial matrix, promotes platelet adhesion through 1b9 receptors, okay? It can also promote platelet aggregation by binding 2b3a integrins. It interacts with several other proteins involved in hemostasis such as collagen, heparin and all these things. So if you get a short note on von Willebrand factor, these are the functions of von Willebrand factor, okay? So in circulation, von Willebrand factor goes hand in hand with factor 8. It is also present in this region. So what are these cells which are lining the blood vessels? This is a blood vessel. What are these cells? So these are endothelial cells and it is present subendothelially, okay, below the endothelia. So you have an injury, your endothelial cells have been destroyed. So the subendothelial von Willebrand factors have been exposed. This will bind the platelet via the 1B receptors, right? Circulating von Willebrand factor is also released from the alpha granules of activated platelets. Next, via 2B3A, it will bind fibrinogen and ultimately the coagulation system will also be activated. So here we have factor 8. It will activate the coagulation cascade as well, okay? So water kind of forms a link between both platelet disorder and coagulation system via factor 8. So von Willebrand disease, it's the most common inherited bleeding disorder of humans. What is the mode of inheritance? It is a combined autosomal dominant and autosomal recessive, okay? So ideally diseases are in general autosomal dominant, autosomal recessive, but কিছু কিছু ক্ষেত্রে দুটোই হতে পারে. Some are catch questions like name some diseases which are linked by X-linked dominant inheritance. Some questions are typical. So von Willebrand disease is an example of a disease which is transmitted mostly as autosomal dominant, but autosomal recessive variants are also present. It presents with spontaneous bleeding from your mucous membranes and wounds and menorrhagia, mild bleeding, which gets unnoticed until you perform a surgery, such as in general, দাঁত তুলতে গিয়ে প্রচণ্ড bleeding হলে, when we do these tests, we can diagnose these diseases, okay? But it is very heterogeneous, hundreds of variants have been described, right? But most common is type 1, type 2, type 3. So I have included this chart only because if you get a short note on von Willebrand's disease, you know what to write. Type 1, type 3 are quantitative defect and type 2 is a qualitative defect, okay? 1, 2 is not qualitative, 1, 3 is quantitative, মাঝখানে type 2 is qualitative, okay? Type 1 is autosomal dominant, which forms mild diseases. There is mutation, which interfere with maturation of the protein or cause rapid clearance of the protein from plasma. Type 2 is the qualitative defect, autosomal dominant. The amount is normal, but there is mutations, which causes the most active forms of von Willebrand factor to be absent from circulation. So that's why the quality is not adequate to perform its function. Type 3 is a danger disease because there is little to no von Willebrand factor synthesis, okay? So when von Willebrand factor is not there in adequate amount, factor 8 থাকলেও you will have functional deficiency of factor 8 as well. So the bleeding will be severe in this case. Now patients with von Willebrand disease have abnormal platelet function but normal platelet count. Why is this? Because von Willebrand factor, it acts as the link. প্রথমে কি করছে, প্লেটলেটকে সাবেন্ডোথেলিয়াল ম্যাট্রিক্সের সাথে ওটা লাগাচ্ছে by 1B9 receptors, right? তো তাই জন্য কি হচ্ছে, the count is normal, but if it is absent, the first step of platelet after forming the primary plaque of hemostasis, সেটা হচ্ছে না, so that's why the function is not normal because von Willebrand factor is not there, okay, it is deficient. The diagnostic test is this riscocetin-induced platelet aggregation test, which is defective. The plasma level of active von Willebrand factor is reduced. Von Willebrand factor, I told you, it goes hand in hand with factor 8 in circulation. So when von Willebrand factor itself will be low, factor 8 stability will be decreased, and factor 8 is a part of which coagulation pathway? Intrinsic pathway. Intrinsic pathway test is this PTT, okay? I'll come to the test in the last slide. Type 1, type 2 von Willebrand factor disease is treated with desmopressin. Type 3 can need infusions of factor 8 as well because it is the severe form where there is little von Willebrand factor activity. Next, factor 8 deficiency, it is known as hemophilia A. So, a question on hemophilia. What is hemophilia? Hemophilia can be hemophilia A or hemophilia B. Hemophilia A is due to factor 8 deficiency. We have read about it in physiology, yes or no? Okay, the most common hereditary disease associated with life-threatening bleeding is hemophilia A, which cause mutation in factor 8, which is a cofactor for factor 9 in the coagulation cascade. So, intrinsic pathway of coagulation is factor 8 along with factor 9 activates factor 10. It is inherited as a X-linked recessive trait. So, who will be affected here? Who will show the signs of disease? X-linked recessive inheritance. So, ছেলেরা affected হবে না মেয়েরা affected হবে X-linked disease. So, the disease is expressed mainly in males, females are carriers, but females can also show disease if he is homozygous, if she is homozygous for that defective gene. And rarely due to inactivation of X chromosome by unfavorable lionization. Lyon's hypothesis, bar body, you know about the terms, right? So, these are the conditions when a female can also manifest the disease. In 30% cases, no family history. So, how will you explain it? A hemophilia patient with no family history, we can attribute the disease to new mutations, okay? Now, wide range of clinical severity, the disease can be mild, moderate or severe depending upon the level of factor 8 activity. Factor 8 can be measured in blood for these patients, okay? So, clinical presentation, easy bruising, massive hemorrhage, following trauma or operative procedures, spontaneous hemorrhage in regions of the body that are susceptible to trauma, particularly the joint. তো একটা ছেলে যাচ্ছিল তার মাটিতে বাচ্চা ছেলে মাটিতে গড়াগড়ি দিয়ে যায় সো দ্য নি জয়েন্টের এখানে ব্রুজিং টাইপের হয়ে আছে হিমাথ্রোসিস সো অল দিস থিংস আর দ্য কাইন্ড অফ ক্লিনিক্যাল প্রেজেন্টেশন দ্যাট উই গেট recurrent bleeding into joints leads to progressive deformities that can be crippling. Petechiae characteristically absent because if these are present, these signs are mostly for platelet disorders. Okay? Deep bleeding into joints is more of coagulation disorders, right? Patients with hemophilia A, prolonged PTT, normal PT. PT is a test for extrinsic pathway and common pathway. APTT assesses the intrinsic pathway of coagulation. দুটো pathway of coagulation এর জন্য দুটো screening tests আছে which we use. Factor 8 specific assays are required for diagnosis. It is treated with infusions of factor 8. In fact, gene therapy and all these things are also happening. So a lot of work is going on in this field. Okay? So if you get this question, this is also a past year paper. What will be your answer? 10-year-old boy. So bacha chele developed hemarthrosis. He is not having purpura, petechiae, ecchymosis. Hemarthrosis, mane bleeding around big joints. Younger brother has similar experience following trivial trauma. Mane there is positive family history. And here also the child is a boy. So provisional diagnosis hemophilia, most probably hemophilia A. Keno A, B, C tinte type hoy, tinte different cause. Lab investigations to establish your diagnosis. PTA, APTT coagulation test gulo likhte hobe, factor 8 levels in blood likhte hobe. In which condition younger sister may also suffer from this disease. This also I have explained in the previous slide. Okay? What is Christmas disease? Christmas factor, which is factor 9 deficiency. So hemophilia B, it is also kind of like hemophilia A, X-linked recessive. Here also PT normal, APTT prolonged, and the disease is treated with infusion of factor 9. Okay? So evaluation of bleeding disorders. First, history, age, sex. Eta kon khetre important hobe age or sex? Hemophilia te important hobe, ar kishe important hobe ITP te. ঠিক আছে অ্যাডাল্ট ফিমেল রিপ্রোডাক্টিভ এজ ফিমেল ভার্সেস আ ইয়াং চাইল্ড চিফ কমপ্লেন্টস মানে কোথায় ব্লিড হচ্ছে ছোট 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 ব্লিডিং স্কিনে পেটিকি পারপিউরা বা বড় ব্লিডিং অ্যারাউন্ড দ্য জয়েন্টস পাস্ট হিস্ট্রি অফ সিমিলার এপিসোডস ফলোয়িং ট্রিভিয়াল ইঞ্জুরি মানে আগে থেকেও হচ্ছিল কি না ফ্যামিলি হিস্ট্রি ইজ ইম্পর্ট্যান্ট ইন hemophilia group. Type, sites of bleeding, organomegaly is important in cases of থাকবে না কোথায় chronic ITP তে you will get these kinds of histories. Next, first you will do a normal history taking clinical examination, then you will do a laboratory test. তার মধ্যে complete blood count with special emphasis on the platelet count, peripheral blood smear to look for any other additional abnormalities, bone marrow and coagulation tests. So this is the normal approach. So how will you know if the disease is due to platelet or vascular disorder versus coagulation disorder? Family history and all these things will be more common in case of coagulation disease because these are mostly inherited as X-linked recessive disorders. তাই জন্য male sex একটু slightly preference আছে for male sex. Petechiae, bleeding gums, epistaxis, menorrhagia are common in case of when compared to deep muscle and joint bleeding. Which is more common? So superficial, this is a case of petechiae. Skin এরকম ছোট 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 দানা এরকম বড় বড় এইগুলো হচ্ছে পারপুরা. These are superficial on your skin and mucous membrane in contrast to these kinds of deep bleeding. এটা রক্ত জমে জমে এরকম হয়েছে, ঠিক আছে? So if you have these kinds of superficial petechial bleeding, then it is common in platelet or vascular disorders. But if you get deep bleeding, muscle bleeding, joint bleeding, these are common for coagulation disorders. Delayed bleeding, recurrence of bleeding from the same site following days after therapy is characteristic of coagulation disorders. So all these things you can, like you see, you take history, you examine the patient and we can actually make up like a disease ki hote pare, more towards coagulation or more towards platelet dysfunction. Then history of previous bleeding not present, present since early childhood because family history thakte pare, these are inherited disorders, right? So how do we approach a bleeding disorder? Suspected bleeding disorder, when do we suspect it? Repeated episodes of bleeding from more than one side. Spontaneous bleeding, bleeding disproportionate to degree of trauma. Ekta trivial trauma teo beshi beshi bleed korche. Then I have explained to you how to distinguish between a vascular cause and a coagulation cause. And if we take history, we can understand if it is a hereditary or acquired. Past history ache kina, recurrent episodes ache kina, kobe theke shuru hoyechilo hote. Then we do screening tests, platelet count, blood smear, bleeding time, PFA, prothrombin time, activated partial thromboplastin time. Then we do specific tests depending upon the result of screening test and then we reach the specific diagnosis. So what are the common screening tests for hemostasis? First, the most basic test is bleeding time. Physiology te tomra porecho bleeding time. So it assesses your both blood vessels and also the platelets. The most basic test. Platelet count, we do quantification of platelets, which can we do it by machine count or we do it by routine peripheral blood smear examination. Prothrombin time, partial thromboplastin time, thrombin time. These are the tests of coagulation. Prothrombin time evaluates your extrinsic and common